myself on the photo. But anyway, just for your reference, what we have been doing here, but important is we build on a platform here. This is number one. Number two, we have a system is important is enhanced internship training here. This is how it is down to the hands skill here. So look at the photo here. Elaborate expertise, repositioning individual program for our students to help them to get the internship experiences. And then, of course, system 3 is how we do our career mapping through the internship here, because I say that starting from the 1995, we carry on the internship. So far, every year we spread out all over. You can do the every single in the individual years here. 980 students, 2013. We work with around 163 industries. So in Sheraton over here, Lila Sheraton right over here today where you are, at least we have around 20 to 25 students at this moment having their internship right over in this hotel here. So it becomes one of the human resources major force for all the international 5-star hotels. And then, of course, curriculum here is important, but how we do the curriculum, make sure it's workable here, invited industry professionals and the school alumni to join the design curriculum. Of course, we control the main teaching quality control system as well. So we go through all this, make sure curriculum works for all the students. Of course, we have to renovate all the individual department learning facilities. We have a newest aroma tasting room to train the international sommelier, the wine sommelier program is worldwide. We got the international license and credit by the WSET, means Wine and Spirit Education Trust from UK. And then, of course, we have a practical skills and so forth. I say we're cutting it short, but here's important here. Employment acceleration is important. But how we can do that? We say empower the practical training, close connect with the industry and be a niche player in technology and TV education. So we try to build up a solid ground for students to cultivate their knowledge, to enhance their, polish their skills, hopefully to make them become more competitiveness, and they have skills to be pragmatic and also to strengthen their employment abilities after they graduated from the colleges and universities. And I'm very honored and proud to say that we're one of the 12 so-called the paradigm universities over here. This is how we try to share with our students, make sure they're on the right track. All right, and then entrepreneurship, as mentioned just a while, then we work with we encouraging students participate in international competition and motivate students participate in innovation competition. So they can, through the school, they learn the knowledge and also learn the skill and the management skill to build up, to work with some of the industry. Hopefully in the later stage, they can build up their own business, very micro, small. Even we get it from very small business, hopefully to the chain business, and gradually develop to a big business. That we don't know, but at least we encourage to do so. And then we have students competition awards, and people ask me why they're low down so here, because this all the competition awards was domestically as well as internationally. But after 2011, we only come for the international competition. That no longer, we stop, we try to up-level our competition scale. Okay, the last part is pursue excellence in establish paradigm of the hospitality, tourism, education. Here we say the revival of the fittest. How to be the fittest? The words keep on changing, but you really have to know the way before you decline. You have to go right up the right point, right time to keep your school keep on growing. This is the way I trust as well. And so here, our procedural strategy is very simple. We say that National Kaohsiung University Hospitality should be the cradle for hospitality elite. Second, a crucial partnership for hospitality industry. What a partner for them, we try to work with them. a new paradigm for hospitality education. We are standing on the localism. That means we firmly hold on what we have. What are the attributes that we have in our hand? And then secondly, go through all the curriculum to link with the global. So globalism here. But how to achieve that goal? We have 4 different important dimensions to work it out. Number 1 is humanity. Humanism is important to learn the culture as a background. And then international, and then professionalism, and then entrepreneurship, and then internationalization. Those are the 4 mental ideas, as mentioned a little while ago, to create our curriculum, to build up our strategies. Of course, for professionalism here, we try to go through a lot of different forums, and also a lot of competitions, and a lot of the innovation works by the students here, make them. And secondly, entrepreneurship. We industry academic consortium. We work together. We call it IAC. For instance, with academic industry, make use of academic resources to enhance industry academic connection, and then to work NKSU and for any possible company like airline, whatever, to work together, share together there. And for instance, here to cultivate experienced tourism professionals who will work with the Chinese groups signed by an internship contract. And then we also work with foreign different institutions to educate capable interdisciplinary hospitality professionals, not just local, to work with all the gourmet. This all the photo shows the best 50. You know, the best 50 is one of the most gorgeous magazine to grade all the restaurants all over the world. They come to Taiwan, we brief them, we make a seminar to house them to co-work with Tourism Bureau. And then finally, we say collaboration with international leading culinary company like Lagoon Blue. We work with a project with them. We signed that. I appreciate our pretty lady here. She backed us up to help us to get this done here. And then look at this, the Stanley Yan, and again with our SIZAC, right, to help us to do this job done. We appreciate that to work with Lagoon Blue, which is one of the world famous international constitution. And then, of course, we also, internationalization, we have overseas studies tour every year. We have, this must, every student have to take the course. This is a must course. And then we have we call the internship abroad, but every year we have 170, something like that. And then the 10 different countries, Japan as well, and hopefully we have opportunity to work with Korea, but we don't have Korea yet. But we certainly have also when I work with Vietnam, we're working on that Thailand as well, when we try in the future can get more opportunities that way. And then humanism, we say that this is important. We how to work with the, collaborate with, integrated with Chinese Taipei Tourism Bureau and Shangri-La Hotel to let the student to learn, not just the work, but also the multicultural background for students here. Okay, now I think the last one is showing that the outcome has been doing all this, what the performance we have done lately. But sorry, this is number one is that this is all the ranking here. But some are ranking by different how should I say the standards of different magazines. So it's unnecessary, but we just choose that. 2003, we're ranking that by the employment rate by Business Weekly. They say that the whole country was by the number 5 for employment rate here. But for reputation here, we're ranking about 17 among the whole university here. But this all the favored students by the industry people from 10A, something like that. Just for the reference by different magazines here. And the internship side was increased from the 136 to 181, and also the fund we're getting up, and number of students, interns are also increased, and the career prospect. This is very interesting here. For the employment rate here, we look at here, industry about 60%, but don't forget that where postgraduate study, they're only about smaller and smaller, lower, 4 to 6% go to the graduate studies. But of course, obviously, we can't avoid this. This is our responsibility. For our boys have to go to military service. It takes about 20-some%. So we put all this together here, our employment rate is up to 90. But one important thing is the unemployment rate. What is unemployment rate here? Only 2.2, 3.7%. This is quite low comparatively. Of course, 2.0 is about 86, but this couple of years, we're going down to only 2.2, less than about 3, roughly, this unemployment from our school. For you, another, well, just for the reference here. And students' employability here, number of international certificates were increased steadily. And then also the dual lecture system here, I think to the 2012, we invite the co-teacher or co-seminar, co-worker, or associated instructor from the industry to open up different courses from different colleges in our university. Well, the number of projects only to 2012 increased slightly. So we have a little conclusion. We say small change, big differences. Whatever you do a little bit, you will be there. So in other words, I'd like to add, if I may, I say that our positioning is very simple. We say that competition is always there. But you can't avoid competition, but you have to competition through innovation. This is the way you can overcome all the challenges. And this is the only way that we're going to have a brilliant opportunities lying right ahead of us. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for your time. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, President Dr. Young Choi-Yen. Thank you so much for your excellent presentation. Maybe I would like to invite the second presenter, and after having at least 20 minutes, we can have a many interesting Q&A session. You wanna? Oh, come here. Okay.